Hey guys, Breezy CPA here, your certified public accountant, back with another video. Good news for those of you who are planning to sit for the CPA exam in California. We have officially passed the new law. Governor Newsom has signed Assembly Bill 1175, which is a new landmark law which is going to add an additional pathway to CPA licensure in the state of California.
Assembly Bill 1175 has officially been signed by the governor. So beginning January 1st, 2027, students will no longer have to complete 150 total units to earn a CPA license. The new streamlined requirements consist of a bachelor's degree, a specified accounting concentration of courses, passage of the CPA exam, and 2 years of general accounting experience.
So as we've seen, a lot of states now, almost half of the country has signed these new legislations allowing for an alternative pathway to passing the CPA exam and getting your CPA license. And California has most recently been the one who finally signed this into law. And this is going to be taking in effect on January 1st, 2027. So we traditionally had the original two pathways, which were to get your accounting degree and then 30 additional credits in order to be able to sit for the CPA exam and get your CPA license. You also had the second pathway, which was to get your master's in accounting and get your credits that way and sit for the CPA exam with 1 year of experience to get your CPA license. Now they are eliminating that. You can just get your bachelor's degree. So 4 years of your normal accounting bachelor's degree, and you will be allowed to sit for the CPA exam. You'll need 2 additional years of work experience in order to actually get your CPA license, but you no longer need those 30 extra units, so you don't have to spend that extra money taking classes to get those 30 extra units to be able to sit for the CPA exam, or to go and get your master's degree and pay God knows how much in order to get your master's degree in order to sit for the CPA exam. Now you can just do your normal 4-year accounting degree, go out, you can work and get paid while you're getting that 2 years of work experience and actually get your CPA license. So this is what I'm going to be recommending that most people do. I've recommended this in previous videos and I'm going to keep recommending this. Take this pathway that they're offering. This is going to be available in California starting January 1st, 2027. It is currently available in a couple of other different states, but you need to check with your state board of accountancy to see what the rules are and how far they are within the legislation process within your particular state to see if you qualify for this new alternative pathway. But as we can see on this map here, California is now signed into law when it comes to this alternative pathway. We have Oregon, Nevada, Montana, New Mexico, Texas, Alaska, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida is taking its time, New York also, and Pennsylvania. So almost half of the state has jumped on board with this new alternative licensing pathway. Like I said, some of them are already effective. Some will be become effective in 2027. So make sure you check with your state boards of accountancy to see what is happening with your particular state. As far as the Assembly Bill from California, Assembly Bill 1175 is a landmark law modernizing the CPA licensure in California. The bill creates a more flexible and affordable, accessible pathways for aspiring CPAs while preserving the strong consumer protections the profession is known for. So this has always been the argument with this alternative pathway. They wanted to make the requirements more stringent so that not everybody could get their CPA, so that they made sure that you were fully qualified in order to get your CPA. I think personally it was, a scam in order to get students to go and pay more money for college courses. funding the universities and getting their master's degrees at various colleges and universities, basically infusing millions and billions of dollars into the educational system with these excess requirements that they had. And what happened? It ended up biting them in the butt because now we have fewer students who are majoring in accounting. We have a dying profession with the number of people leaving the accounting profession. Now they're realizing, oh, wait a minute, 75% of the CPAs currently are boomers, and they're going to be retiring within the next 10 to 15 years. So there's not going to be enough people to fill these positions. And now they're backtracking and they're saying, oh, wait a minute, actually, you know what? You don't need those 150 units. We're just going to let you take 120 units like it used to be. So the new law in California marks a significant update to the California licensing framework in decades. It streamlines the education and experience requirements and addresses the barriers created by the traditional 150-hour rule, which often added cost and delayed entry into the profession. No shit, Sherlock. Under the new framework, CPA candidates must earn a bachelor's degree with an accounting concentration, pass the uniform CPA exam, and complete 2 years of general accounting experience. So if you're interested in joining the accounting profession, if you were thinking about maybe taking accounting as your major in college, now is the time to do it because the accounting industry and the boards, they're backtracking like crazy because they realize that there is a shortage of accountants and they are trying to get more people within the industry to join. So now is easier than ever. We have the highest pass rates that we've seen in decades on the CPA exam, especially like the TPC portion, the tax portion of the CPA exam, and other sections. The 150 credit hour requirement now being 120 credit hours. You have 30 months to pass the CPA exam. Back when I was taking the CPA exam, it was 18 months. Now you have a 30-month window in order to pass all 4 sections of your CPA exam. So they're literally doing everything possible to try and infuse the profession with new people, seeing as there is going to be a shortage in the future of accountants. So they're saying here, for added flexibility, candidates can substitute a qualifying master's degree for 1 year of experience or approved accounting certificate program for 6 months of experience. The bill ensures the CPA profession can continue meeting the needs of Californians. As demand for CPA services grows, this legislation opens the door wider for talented students while maintaining the integrity and trust the public depends on. They say here that the new law makes the CPA designation more accessible to Californians from all backgrounds while upholding the CBA's consumer protection mission. So, I mean, it wasn't upholding it before. Like, I don't understand what these guys were doing. I'm telling you, it was a money grab. They wanted to fund these universities with extra money from these students, requiring these extra credits and units. And in reality, it was just a sham because now they're backtracking on this whole thing. We held multiple town meetings and here. In addition to updating educational and experience rules, modernizing California's CPA cross-border practice program, ensuring CPAs can continue serving clients effectively across state lines. So just like they've done with other states, they are going to make it easier if you, as a California CPA, want to go and work in a different state like New York or Texas or Florida. You're going to be allowed to cross state lines without the extra requirements that they had before. It was a whole process where you had to apply with that state board of accountancy. You had to fill out forms, and it was a whole thing in order to be able to work across state lines. So now they're trying to unify all of these states together, again, to incentivize people to want to become CPAs. You'll be able to work anywhere within the U.S. with your CPA license, without the hassle and restrictions of having to go and justify yourself in a different state if you wanted to move out of state and work somewhere else. So the California bill takes effect January 1st, 2026, with new licensure requirements becoming effective January 1st, 2027. And they say here that they're launching a tour, a campus tour, to raise awareness among students and faculty about the new framework, through on-campus events statewide. So, they're trying to get the word out. Hey, we're making it easier for you to get your CPA license. Make sure you tell your students that they only need 4 years, a 4-year college degree, just like most professions. And you'll be able to sit for your CPA exam. You're going to need those 2 years of work experience. But the beauty of this is you're not spending that extra money and time taking extra courses, those 30 extra units to get to 150 units. That usually, took you an extra year, year and a half, maybe 2 years, where you were sitting in a classroom taking these extra units, paying for these extra units, and not going to work and not getting paid. Now you're going to be able to do your 2 years of work experience while getting paid, and you're going to be able to qualify for your CPA license. So this is good news coming out of California. That's where I got my CPA license. It was harder for me back in the day with the 18-month window, not the 30-month window. The exams, the pass rates were lower. They're higher now. So, now is the best time ever, in my opinion, to try and get into the accounting profession. We've seen that a lot of these firms are trying to adapt artificial intelligence within the accounting profession. Again, I don't think this is going to work out long term for them. It may for the low level positions, but the higher level positions are still going to need accountants who are qualified to do the job. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Again, I will try to keep you guys updated on these new legislations and pathways that are currently in legislation across the United States. And hopefully we're going to shortly see all of the U.S. adopting this new licensing pathway so that we can increase the amount of CPAs and accountants around the U.S. And create the new generation of accountants that are going to need to replace all these retiring baby boomers. So let me know what you guys think about this new modernization of the CPA licensing process. Do you think it's a good thing? Do you think it's going to tarnish the profession? I don't personally. As somebody who went through the old process, I'm all for it. If you can pass the CPA exam, in my book, that means you know everything you need to know. The CPA exam is hard enough as it is. So if you're able to sit down there for 4 hours on each exam, pass all your exams, that's good enough for me. I think you're qualified to be a CPA with just your bachelor's degree and showing that you have that knowledge to pass the CPA exam. Again, if you're interested in passing and studying for the CPA exam, learning more about accounting, make sure to visit breezycpa.com. We offer all the courses to help you pass the CPA exam in as short amount of time as possible and as quickly and cheaply and painlessly as possible. So make sure to use promo code BREEZY20 at checkout to get 20% off your courses. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Good luck studying for your exams for those of you who have signed up at breezycpa.com, and I will see you guys in the next one.